23-year-old Lee is optimistic about her life in South Korea. She defected from the north 8 months ago, leaving behind a life where food was scarce, electricity rare, and running water a luxury, for one where basic comforts come easily.
When I first got here, I was so lonely. I even thought about going back, even though life is really difficult there.
It wasn't until she met 28-year-old Kim, a South Korean, that she started to feel like this could be home. Still in the early stages of their relationship, they are shy about facing the cameras, but bold about their feelings.
The first thing I noticed about him was that he was so much gentler and patient than North Korean men.
I had a very good feeling about her. She's soft-spoken. Nowadays, it's not easy to find a demure South Korean woman.
Their relationship is a statement about a rapidly changing South Korean society. South Korea has one of the world's fastest growing divorce rates. And discord stems from the fact that while women are becoming more educated and entering the workforce, tradition dictates that they take a backseat to men's ambitions. The number of marriages have plunged to its lowest level since records began. And it's of great concern to the government because people aren't having enough children to sustain the population. South Korea has one of the world's lowest birth rates, and if it continues like this, the country's population could halve within the next century. Also putting pressure on the government is Korea's aging population. By 2030, a quarter of the population will be over the age of 65. But despite the government's numerous initiatives to encourage families, the marriage rate is dropping by about 5% a year. The statistics, though, are very different at this matchmaking agency in Seoul suburbs. 7 out of 10 introductions lead to tying the knot. Many were told just after the first few meetings. For South Korean Hong Sung-woo and North Korean Kang Ok-sil, it's a tried and tested formula.
After marrying Kang, I noticed that many men I knew were finding it difficult to find a partner. So with Kang's help, I used to set them up. I realized that there was demand for this, so I started the business.
Theirs was one of the first agencies of its kind, but the niche market has been exploding. There are now 10 others, and most of them established in the past year.
There are around 20,000 North Korean defectors here in South Korea. I think marriage is the easiest way to adjust to life here.
Most of the agencies don't charge the women, but the South Korean men pay a joining fee of up to $1,500. 42-year-old truck driver Yang tells us it's a small price to find a wife.
The way of thinking between North and South Korean women are different. I just met one North Korean woman. I think they are less materialistic, and she reminded me of my mother.
Despite only having met 5 times, Lee and Kim are now talking about moving to the countryside to live with Kim's mother at her farm. If wedding bells ring for this couple and others like them, South Korea may be on the way to winning over its neighbors one bride at a time. Divya Gopalan, Al Jazeera, Seoul, South Korea.